Want stronger hips, glutes, and core, and potentially even improve your ankle stability? Well, let's learn lateral step downs going down a staircase. I like to call these LA stairs. More on that backstory at the end of the video. But for now, let's dive into the technique of how to do this properly. All right, so the goal with this eventually is to be able to skip one step at a time as you laterally go down the stairs. But when you do this at first, you might not be able to do that. So you can start by just going down one step at a time like this to strengthen your glutes and hips and get them used to this motion. Because I guarantee you, when you do it at first and you've never done this type of movement before, doing this is gonna be really hard. But that's why we wanna eventually get to that point. So you can do this, skipping one step, really forcing your glutes, your hips, and your core to stabilize you as you go down. One important thing here is please use your judgment. If you see a step that's way too wide to safely laterally go down, then don't do it on that staircase. Find a different staircase or do the indoors version with a step-up box. Because see right here, this is a very wide step, so it'd be kind of dangerous if I tried to skip it and go all the way down there, unless I was like a giant maybe. So over days and weeks, as you get better, you can slowly progress to skipping one step at a time. One thing is when you're starting out, your legs are probably going to be shaking a lot because they're not used to this movement. When I did it, I remember my thighs and glutes and even calves were just shaking a lot. So just make sure you start small, do what's comfortable for you, and then progress to the skip once you feel comfortable. That's all there really is to it. You can work this routine into whatever other exercises you have, whatever works best for you. What I like to do is run up and down the stairs, and as I go down, I alternate between 3 different types of movements going down. So 1 is running down normally, 2 is walking down normally, and 3 is doing this lateral side lunge down or LA stairs down, alternating going right side first or left side first so that I get both sides of my hips. And it's just a good way to challenge different parts of my body, different muscle groups, different movements in one workout session. So let's talk about the benefits of this exercise and my personal anecdote on how it helped me. This exercise really strengthens your hips and glutes, as I mentioned, and really works your core because as you're going down, you're working with or against gravity and you really have to stabilize your body as you skip that step. So not only does it help this area, it also helps your ankles because you're balancing on your way down. I used to be so prone to rolling my ankles, but ever since I started doing these LA stairs, this routine, my ankles have just become way more resilient and I'm way less prone to rolling them or spraining them. And I just have better control and stability of my ankles overall. What's interesting about this is that I can draw parallels between this and basketball legend Steph Curry. Now, obviously, I'm not the best three-point shooter in basketball history, but it is interesting to understand how he has progressed with injuries in his career. So early on in Steph Curry's career, he had chronic ankle issues that kept him off the court for long periods of time. Eventually, his trainers realized one of the keys to improving his ankle stability was not just to focus on his calves and his ankles, but to focus on overall core strength and stability and hip strength and glute strength to really better stabilize the feet and the ankles. So once they started incorporating that into his workouts, he saw a drastic drop in ankle injuries in his career and became the legend that he is today. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got anything out of this, if you started incorporating this routine into your workouts, I'd love to hear your results. Do your hips and your glutes feel stronger? Do you feel like you have better ankle stability, especially if you had weak ankles before? I would love to hear your comments. I will literally read all of them. That's it for now. Take care, be well, be fit, and I'll talk to you later.